I woke up to the cold bite of metal closing around my wrist. Not pain, precision. The click echoed louder than it should have in the dark bedroom. My wife's face hovered above me, half lit by the bedside lamp she never used. Her expression wasn't playful. It was rehearsed. For half a second, my mind reached for comfort, role play, a surprise, something desperate to fix what had been quietly rotting between us. I almost smiled. Then I heard the door. Soft, careful, like someone entering a place they already owned. Two shadows slid into the room. Men I didn't recognize. One of them spoke like he was reading a line he'd practiced in the mirror. "We're about to give your wife what she really wants." He opened his bag. I didn't need to see much, just enough to feel my stomach collapse inward, like my body was abandoning me. Behind them, my wife stepped back into view, holding a camera. "Honey," she said, voice steady, almost bored. "Get ready to enjoy." Something inside me went very still. Fear tried to surface. Panic clawed once. I pushed it down. Because fear makes noise. And I needed silence. I stared at the ceiling, counting breaths, slowing my pulse. My mind detached, sliding into the place it always did when things went wrong. The cold room where thoughts line up and wait their turn. This wasn't sudden. It never is. The distance, the way she guarded her phone like it was alive, the late nights, the new phrases she didn't used to say, the way she stopped asking questions about my day. I'd felt it months ago. That subtle shift when someone stops seeing you as a person and starts seeing you as an obstacle. I didn't move. I let them believe the cuffs had done their job. The man with the bag stepped closer. My wife adjusted the camera angle, her hands practiced, confident. She avoided my eyes. That told me everything. Betrayal isn't loud. It's procedural, and procedures can be reversed if you read them carefully enough. They didn't know about the phone beneath the mattress. Didn't know the recording had already started. Didn't know the cloud account synced automatically, or that the silent alert had already been sent. Most people think control comes from strength. It doesn't. It comes from preparation. I tested the cuff, just slightly. Loose, not an accident. My wife thought she was directing a scene. The men thought they were invited. None of them realized they were already standing inside my trap. I closed my eyes and waited. 5 minutes is a long time when you know exactly what's about to happen. The first siren arrived like a distant thought. Not loud, not urgent, just real. The man with the bag froze mid-step. My wife's fingers tightened around the camera, her breath hitching. One sharp mistake she couldn't edit out. I opened my eyes and met her stare for the first time that night. No fear, just acknowledgement. "You forgot something," I said quietly. My voice didn't shake. That unsettled them more than screaming ever could. The second siren joined the first. Closer now. Layered. Heavy. One of the men reached for the door. The other looked at my wife, suddenly unsure of the script. She shook her head once, small, panicked. Her confidence was draining in real time. "You told us this was safe," he whispered. She didn't answer. I shifted my wrist and the cuff slid free. That was when she dropped the camera. It hit the floor hard, still recording. Tilted upward, capturing everything she never meant to document. Her mouth opened, closed. She tried to speak, but the lie had nowhere left to stand. "I knew," I said. Not louder than before, not softer. I sat up slowly, deliberately, letting them see how unthreatening I was. Control doesn't rush. "You've been planning this for 3 weeks," I continued. "Messaging burner numbers, renting equipment, practicing lines. You even Googled how to clean blood you were never brave enough to spill." Her knees buckled. The men backed away from me like I was the dangerous one. They were wrong, but not entirely. "I don't need to touch you," I said. "I already won." Red and blue light washed through the bedroom windows. Doors slammed. Commands shouted. Hands raised. Chaos bloomed everywhere except inside me. As they were pulled apart, She looked at me with something close to disbelief, like she'd just realized the man she thought she outgrew had been watching the entire time. "You set me up," she whispered. I tilted my head. "No," I said. "You revealed yourself." They took her first. The officers didn't look at me with suspicion, only curiosity. A restrained man who had called everything in before it happened. A husband who never once asked to press charges. Because I didn't need to. The footage would live forever. The charges would follow her name. The truth would circulate quietly, efficiently, through families, workplaces, whispers. Reputation is a fragile thing. She broke mine first. When the house finally emptied, I sat on the edge of the bed we once shared and felt nothing. No triumph, no grief, just clarity. I packed a single bag, left the camera on the floor where it fell. Some stories don't need editing. At the door, I paused, not to look back, but to listen. Silence. That was my revenge. I didn't destroy her. I let her live with the version of herself she tried to hide. And I walked away, knowing the most dangerous thing in the room was never the cuffs. It was the man who stayed calm long enough to plan the ending.